morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with me this Tuesday morning, February 8th, 2022. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you be the best version of yourself. And how we do that is by teaching you how to currency trade with our proprietary trading tools. These tools have been around for 23 years and have made many people lots of money. They are time tested and very accurate. We supplement the access to the tools with personalized one-on-one training. So you are learning from an experienced trader who has used the tools for quite a while and learn the kind of the pitfalls. And generally in any venture in life, if you can find somebody who's already doing what you're doing and they're willing to put some time in with you to advance what you know, that's always I found a better way to learn. So with that, in this session, our tools have a dozen different signals. We're going to focus on two. One is the something called the 10-point trade, where we're basically trying to get the lines on the chart to line up. And the second, if we have time, will be a little scalp trade, a thick orange line trade. So with that, let's get going and see what we can find. We need to start by listening to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the other great things about our program is we every day we show you how good our tools are by coming online and doing live trades. When you're a light, you get access to what's up here in the yellow. When you are a regular member, you get access to what's in the green and purple. And why is this? And you can see we do live trades in the morning, live trades in the evening, live trade on Sunday. There's also continuous instruction in addition to the personalized one-on-one instruction. So you always have access to someone who knows what they're doing and can give you insight. And the worst case scenario is you can copy the trade. You'll see their analysis. It's a learning session, their teaching session, and at the end they're going to do a trade, as we are here, provided we see something that's worth trading. This, even though we have the disclaimer, this, believe what you see, and every day we show what we're capable of doing with these tools. With that, I have a trade routine that I work through. We start by making sure everything is live and connected, which I've done before. We've come on both the green charts and the MetaTrader 4. Review of yesterday's trade. We didn't take a trade yesterday, but it's good practice to review. We on my trade setup from last night, we got stopped out. So I've been busy this morning working on trying to recover that loss. And actually, I've done so. So I'm back in the positive. So anything else we do today is in the positive. Yesterday's, I don't show you how I come up with the trade setup, but yesterday's was one that was kind of borderline either way. So I'm not 100%, but usually that trade is usually pretty good. As we are technical traders, which means we are trading based on the price action or the price movement of the pair in a kind of a steady state when there's no other information impacting the movement of currencies. Our tools are very, very accurate. However, when there is news provides kind of an external stimulus that creates traders to react. We want to know what those news items are so that we can trade around them. Our tools aren't good when we have news. We don't trade on news. So to do that, we go to Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks items down into three categories. Yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact, and red is high impact. So for the rest of today, we don't have any high impact items. We don't have a high impact item till tomorrow. So we've got kind of clear sailing. If we had a high impact item, my general rule of thumb is I try to stay out of that pair, and I want to be out of that pair 2 hours beforehand. But we've got no issues today. So with that, let us go on and see what we can find to trade with, or what trades that there are available. Oh, okay. I was gonna get. Let us. I'm going to start. I should have already done this. Sorry. We'll start with the one of the charts. That's one of the core charts. The light 6 major. There we go. Why isn't it? Okay, here we go. This is, as I said, one of the standard layout charts. I like to call it the composite chart because it is showing us 6 different currency pairs. Oops, and I keep hitting the button. That causes us to take a little bit more time. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, here we go. All right, so this is showing us 6 different currency pairs. On this first chart, the light 6 majors, they're all US based pairs. And I principally trade off of a 1 hour candle. When we start you using that 5 minute and 1 minute for the entry signal. This is a little bit more complex trade that requires kind of several steps. So we're going to start, but basically I'm going to start with this middle section of the chart, the majors and minors, and I'm looking for situations where the lines are either above the blue line pointing down. This blue line is the overbought line, or below the red line pointing up. So here on the Australian US dollar, we are in the channel more than halfway. so I'm going to pass. Euro USD, we are overbought and going up, so I don't like to take a buy trade when we're overbought because I don't know how much more of a move there is in it. I want to catch it when it's down here and going up, and you can see had we caught it here, and actually I did earlier this morning, we were able to get the run through the channel. So this is what I'm looking for when the lines are going up, and then you see it kinked up and then ran all the way up. So that is what I'm trying to find. So over pound dollar, we are overbought. Majors are starting to roll, minors are still going up. US Canadian dollar overbought going up. This is a little interesting that here we get the US pair first. So this is telling us the dollar is getting stronger. Here, this is telling us the dollar is getting weaker. So we've got a little contradiction here. Normally, on anything with the USD, the USD is driving the relationship. Dollar Swiss franc oversold. Minors are going up. Majors are starting to go up. To me, this is still a little bit more of a sideways, and I want the green line to clearly be above the red line. I don't have that here yet, so I only have I don't have the full part of the signal. They are oversold, but it's not quite ready. USD JPY oversold again. Minors are going up. The black and gray lines. The red and green lines are still a little sideways. They're not going up enough for my liking. I want everybody going up. That's the first criteria. And then what I'm going to try to do is get the others, check the other sections to see if I can replicate, if they also confirm that we've got an up move here. So on those first six, we didn't find anything, so I am going to open up another chart so we can take a look at. You know what I'm going to do? Oh, we're back. We'll just go to, so I've cloned this chart and made another chart where I've got the six pairs, six new pairs. And we're going to open that up. And here it is. So these are non-US based pairs. And we're waiting for it to show us. The chart still hasn't flipped yet because we're still looking at the US based pairs. All right. Euro pound. We were oversold. Minors have actually already run through the channel. Majors are just about halfway. Usually if it's less than halfway, I will consider it. But on this case, I am not going to take it. even though it's just shy of halfway. And the reason being is I don't like this kink in the line. So on the green line, we're more steep, and then we go to less steep. I want it to either keep the same steepness, or I want it the steepness to increase. So here I'm going to pass. Australian yen, oversold, still going down. Euro Canadian overbought. Minors are starting to turn, majors still going up. Australian New Zealand dollar in the middle of the channel. Usually at this time of day, I'm not looking to take an Australian New Zealand channel because this is approaching nighttime, or it's nighttime there now. Pound yen, we're approaching overbought. It started to go in the channel and reversed. Euro Australian dollar overbought, still going up. So let's try to duplicate it again. I'm checking to see how much CPU I'm using. What happens is sometimes when I'm streaming, it slows up. My processor has a hard time. And it looks like what we're going to just do is we're not going to wait. We're going to just go and change this guy. Come on. You know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close this browser and open a new one. Come on. And you can see from that other, from that open window, I have a zillion tabs open, so that doesn't help. What I'm going to do is just close this for now. Let's move this so. I apologize. Let's try it over here. I want to just close. I'll close this guy for right now so we don't get. All right, so we've got another 6 pairs. Canadian yen, oversold. Minors are starting to go up. Majors aren't there. By getting everyone going in the same direction, that increases the accuracy of the trade. So I want agreement across all the lines because each of the lines are measuring something different. Euro New Zealand dollar overbought, still going up. Pound New Zealand dollar, majors are going overbought, majors are going up, minors are starting to roll. New Zealand dollar yen, oversold, going down. Gold USD. We're in the middle of the channel. It never really made it to overbought. Majors are going down, but at a kind of a 45-degree angle, not quite halfway. Minors have run through the channel. I don't mind the minors running through the channel, but I want something a little stronger than this. I like to see a little bit more steepness in the line. And Bitcoin, we're not going to trade Bitcoin because not everybody can trade it, or not everybody has access to the chart. So let's go to the next four. Australian Canadian dollar, overbought. Majors are going sideways, minors are going down. Swiss franc yen, overbought, going up. Euro yen, in the middle of the channel, more than halfway, so we're going to pass. Pound Australian dollar, overbought, going up. New Zealand Swiss franc, oversold. Minors or majors are going down. Minors have started to turn, so nothing there. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, oversold. Minors have started to turn. The majors haven't. So we didn't see anything off the 10-point trade. I'm going to go back and show you the setup that I saw, I don't know, an hour and a half ago on the USD when I took that buy where we saw it run through the channel. That was a good setup. What I'm going to do now is we're going to switch over and see if we find a scalp trade. Scalp trade is the what we're going to use today is the thick orange line trade, which basically looks at what the thick orange line is doing. And the thick orange line is kind of a scaled number. When it's as high as it can go, it is at 10. When it's as low as it can go, it is at 0. When it's at 10, it's telling us it doesn't think there's any more up in the move. When it's at 0, it's telling us it doesn't think there's any more down on the move. So I'm just going to go through and look for 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either. So not quite. Yes. Pound AUD. I am at 9 point, just over 9.05. So that's within 1 point of 10. Then what I want to do is I want to get some confirmation on it. That confirmation is, what are the majors and minors doing? If the majors and minors support what I'm seeing here, that is a good trade. And the support is that all of the lines are well above the overbought line. And indeed they are. Both the red and green and the black and gray lines are all well above. So we have a good trade here, but it's still a little early. I want to take this trade with less than 5 minutes left. So we're going to take a sell on the AUD, on the pound, Australian dollar for 5 pips. So we're going to, that's one. Let's see if we've got anything else. Not close enough. I want it 0 to 1. This is not close. It's not quite there yet. We'll come back and take a look at that Canadian CHF for a buy. This is it's just outside the range of where I want it, between 0 and 1, and these lines are way down. So I like this, and I'm more interested in what the majors are doing than the minors. The minors have started to come back. So this is almost, let's go and look at some of our others. All right, so 1.4 isn't close enough. 9.4 is, that's within 1 of 10, but I don't like where my majors are. I want these lines to be higher. I want the red and green lines to be higher. I want them to be more overbought. And what's going to happen is when they are overbought, and this is telling me there's no more up in the move, when the clock snaps, when we get that new candle, there'll be a little snap and we'll be able to get 5 pips off of that. So I don't quite see it here. Like I'd like these lines to be like this. So if this were like this, this would be a slam dunk. So 6.4 isn't close enough. 10, yes. But again, I'd like to see the red line higher. I'd like to see the red line up where the green line is. So not quite enough in my opinion. 2.5, no. 2.5, no. Let's go to number 2. And I'm keeping a track on the time. I like to get it in before the hour changes. We got 3 minutes and 51 seconds. So 10, yes, but look where my majors and minors are. My minors are down here. I want them way up here. 0.7, yes. Again, my red line isn't quite far down enough. I want to see this guy down further to get that snap that I'm looking for. 9.4, 9.4. Ooh, this is about the absolute minimum that I might consider. The Euro Canadian, it's going to be a sell. So 9.4. I'd like to see this up just a little bit more, but you can see the difference. This is a little bit more than what we're seeing here. So let's take those 2 trades, Euro Canadian and pound Australian dollar. So I'm going to open up my MetaTrader 4. The first one, the pound Australian dollar. You know what? We actually need to go back and just double check that it's still okay before we take it. I just want to make sure nothing's changed since when we last looked at it. So pound Australian dollar. See, we lost him. Ooh, he's gone down below. So I'm going to pass. I want this guy above 9 when I take it. So let's go ahead and we're going to still take. We're going to take this guy, 9.4 Euro Canadian dollar, a sell for 5 pips. So Euro Canadian dollar, I don't have that open, so I'm going to go to File, a new chart, and he's going to probably be down here. Euro, Australian dollar, Euro, come on, where is he? Euro, Canadian dollar right here. So Euro Canadian dollar, I'm going to go to the second row, new order. This account has $8,700 in it. So my lot size is going to be 0.87. I'm just moving the decimal place over 4. And I'm going to take a market sell. I'm not going to worry about the stop loss and take profit. Once it records, I'm going to click anywhere along the line, right click, go to modify. 5 pips is 50 points. If I put 50 in here and click this little button, it does the math for me. And we're going to use a 4-to-1 stop loss. based on the accuracy of this trade, which is 90%. And then the only thing I want to do is I want to check that I'm getting the full 5 pips. So if I got in at 1.45113, if I take 5 away from this, I'm going to go to 1.4506. So I'm just going to adjust this to 063. So I got in at 11. If I take 5 away from that, it's going to go to 6. So I've adjusted this to 6. I hit record, and we've got that trade in. And let's just go back and some people on this trade want to wait till the clock changes, which it has here. So we're on a new candle, and they want to see this number decrease by at least 1, which it has. We were at 9.5, and now it's down to 7.8. So I am expecting this I'd expect this to close in the next hour, next 1 or 2 hours. It should close. So let us see what we have for questions. Let's see. In your experiences trading a pair when it's consistently very up and down, the channel give worse results as to that consistently goes up and down through the channel. The different pairs have kind of different velocities, and in terms of how fast they move, and in terms of like how much they move. So, for example, the euro dollar is more of kind of a slow and steady move versus, say, the pound yen, which moves very quickly and can jump quite a bit. So what your risk preferences are will determine which pairs you like to trade. I like to trade the more slow and steady, but some people like to trade the ones that move a little faster. So it kind of depends on what you like. I haven't noticed if I see the signal, I'll usually take the trade. But what will happen is I may adjust my my stop loss based on the volatility of the pair, because you need to give it room to move. Yeah, they're working on it. They are working on the freezing up. In my case, it's because I'm streaming and I'm using up another well, it's because I'm streaming. So one of these days I will get a more high-powered computer. All right, gang. Thanks so much for joining me this morning. We will do this again Thursday morning, and we will take it. Take it from there. All right, great. Thanks so much. We're here to help you. We will help you. The instruction is what makes the difference. The instruction along with the indicator. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.